everyone, and welcome to Math Made Simple. In this video, I'm going to be going over rational numbers and irrational numbers. While we're at it, this lesson is basically how to classify numbers. So let's get started. So first, rational versus irrational. So they're both numbers, right? So they're both classifications on a number. So it's either or, it can't be both. A rational number is a number that can be, as I was saying, rational numbers can be written as fractions. So they can be written as fractions. So examples of rational numbers would be 63.7, because yes, that can be written. Even negative numbers, 79, negative 79.3150. Those are all rational numbers. So irrational numbers are numbers that, irrational numbers are the polar opposite of a rational number. So say 2 is a rational number. So that can be written as a fraction, but an irrational number can't. So examples of an irrational number is like pi. Pi equals 3.1415, blah, blah, blah. It never repeats, and it never ends. So you can write 3.14 over 1, but that would be inaccurate, and because that's not the full thing of pi. So pi is irrational. E is another irrational number. So pi, and that's as much as my calculator would give, and this E, that's as much as my calculator would give. And some irrational numbers don't come in the form of, say, a number. So that's some irrational numbers, but some of them could be like the square root of 83. So square root of 83, that looks like an irrational number. They can also appear as fractions. So that's also an irrational number. So irrational numbers can be the trickiest to spot, because you may think that, square root of 63. Now, I don't know what it is, so I'm going to pick a composite number. Prime number. Like, I'm pretty sure nothing. So, it's like, maybe, I don't know about this one, 101. If you're hasty about it and you're like, oh, that's rational. It may not be, so let's see what the answer really is. So, calculator, that was, yes, 101. And yeah, it's irrational. I'm pretty sure that's irrational. But this shows just how you should never be hasty with this. So this is a memory tool drawing that you can use to remember, like, rational, irrational, like, this is a number classification thing. So let's say it's not it won't exactly tell you what's rational, what's irrational, but you can tell where numbers go by grouping them. So, a sentence you can use to remember this, the rational side, is never walk in rain. So, never walk in rain. You can also do your own memory tool, but this is one I learned. So, the way you can use this is, say, you know a number is an integer. And, let's say 63. So, instead of going like 63, rational or irrational, since this is a little circle and the big circle, the R, which stands for rational, this can automatically go here. But a number that only ends up in integer can't go into whole numbers. So let's show some examples. Irrational numbers. Pi, 2.63, and it goes on forever. E, and some rational numbers. 6. So this also goes in here. 77. Some integers, -6. Whole numbers, +6. See what I mean? Alright everyone, that's all for today. I have some practice in the description to ask rational or irrational. So don't be confused if I give you a fraction, because 7 over 1, that's 7, that would be rational. But if I have like 35 over 36, that's probably irrational. 35 divided by 36. And when you're doing fractions, remember to go all the way until you're positive it's not repeating and it's not going to end. And that you can classify as irrational, but don't go with a remainder. Go all the way. Alright guys, that's it for today. Remember to leave a like and subscribe. Subscribe to my main channel, Awesomeness751. Subscribe to me, Math Made Simple. Follow me on Musical.ly, and I have some other channels in my description. Totally check them out. Like, subscribe. Bye. Check back for more. Bye-bye.